Welcome back to Big Red Weekly, everybody. My name's Daniel, and let's get straight into this video now. I'm covering the Hawks Bucks game 2. You know, I won't lie, I'm going to try and make this pretty short for y'all because there's not much to say about this game. First quarter, this game started out. I thought it was going to be a game. You could tell that the Bucks defense definitely took a step up from game 1. Holiday started on Young, and he was pretty well. He was following Trey Young around everywhere. He was just making it tough for Trey to really do anything. Trey Young had a few little points in the first quarter. I was hesitant with Brook Lopez starting the game again. I thought that just meant that Trey Young was gonna, probably go off again because he's too deadly, he's too quick for Brook Lopez to really do anything. But Brook Lopez, he had a great game tonight. He was better on defense. He was sliding his feet. He was making sure that he was contesting, anything that Trey Young was really going to do. No floaters, any jump shots. And while they weren't great they weren't great contests. They were definitely 100% better than they were in game 2. First quarter, you saw, a couple nice plays. Giannis had a nice spin move. He faked the dunk. He finger rolled it for the layup instead. Collins had a nice dunk on Giannis. It was off a missed shot. Ball was hit rim going left. Collins came out of the corner, grabbed it, kind of halfway dunked it on Giannis, but it was enough that it counts. But both teams had a decent start. Milwaukee's ball movement was much better than the Hawks. Milwaukee ended the first quarter with 8 assists, 8 team assists, and Atlanta only had 3. Giannis had a good first quarter, 9, 6, and 3. Really, this game all boiled down to Giannis, and he showed why he's, a 2-time MVP. Why he's one of the best players in the league. He absolutely dominated this game. The Hawks could not stop him, and that was absolutely evident by the second quarter. Shout out to Brook Lopez real quick, and Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis didn't come in until the second quarter, but I just thought about it. But let me talk about Brook Lopez real quick. He ended up hitting 2 for 2 for 3-pointers. I think for the first half, he ended up hitting like 5 for 5 of his shots. He ended up missing in the second half, but Brook Lopez played much better this game than he did last game. But it was 28-34. The Bucks were up going into this second quarter. Second quarter is when the game just got lost. The Hawks Trey Young was turning the ball over. The Hawks could not make a shot to save their lives at all. Nate McMillan just kept trying to call a couple timeouts to get them going again, but there was no stopping the Hawks or the Bucks. The Hawks kept tanking down where they just kept playing more and more horrible, and the Bucks just seemed to just take it a step up. The Bucks really showed that they really could have just won this series in 4, I think, if they really wanted to, but I still think the Hawks. I still have Bucks in 6. I know I was kind of teasing about changing my prediction after game 1, but this game was evident. I thought this was going to happen more in game 1, but I didn't think it was going to happen to this extent. But the second quarter, I mean, Milwaukee went on a stupid run. I'm trying to find it because I took notes. The Bucks scored 43 points in the second quarter. They were up 77-45 at the end of the second quarter. Atlanta had like 12 or 13 turnovers. Like 8 of those were Trey Young, which is obvious because when Trey Young's the focal point of your offense and he's the one, bringing up the ball, coming off the pick and roll, throwing most of the passes. Obviously, he's going to end up having most of the turnovers, but it was weird. I thought it was a good combination of Trey Young was just kind of throwing stuff like he normally does, but Milwaukee was just more ready tonight than they were in game one. They were going after all the passes. They had so many. I mean, most of those 43 points that the Bucks scored, I'd say about half of those points were easily just off fast breaks alone. It was steal the ball, then it was fast break on the other end, and then especially when Giannis gets in transition, he's almost impossible to guard unless you are a big team, which Atlanta really isn't. They really the only time Atlanta could really truly stop Giannis, and I'm not saying it happened this game, but I'm saying the only way for Atlanta to truly stop Giannis is in the half court, because when they have all their guys there, when you have Clint Capella, John Collins, Gallinari, you have all these bigger guys there. Well, all your biggest guys there, that's going to be when the wall works. But the wall, they just didn't get it done today. They let Giannis just be dominant. And to be fair, a lot of that's just on Giannis. Giannis is just a dominant player, and when he wants to be. And tonight he clearly just showed it. Second quarter was a blowout. Third quarter was the same thing. It was just a blowout. Let me talk about Bobby Portis real quick. Bobby Portis did not play a lot in this game. Is the game over yet? No, there's still like just under 3 minutes to go in this game. Bobby Portis only played 17 minutes. I'm not sure if he's in the game right now, but he just played under 18 minutes, 17 minutes and 53 seconds. And you know what? His stats will never reflect kind of what he does for this team. He right now has 8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal, and a block. He's not he's not amazing at efficiency. He's only 1 of 3 from 3 of 7 from the field overall. He's just an energy guy. He comes in, he talks trash. There was a play. I don't remember the entire play, but it was a jump ball. I think him and John Collins were fighting for the ball, and Bobby Portis, he didn't throw Collins, but just because he's stockier and just more muscle than Collins, he ended up pushing John Collins onto the floor when fighting for the ball, and he just stared down Collins. He was talking a little trash. It was just like he brings all this energy and all this, just that, just that dog, for this team. And they, for the Bucks, it's important for them to be like that, because they need to be a dominant, step on your throat kind of team for them to win this series and to win this series convincingly. And I still think they could. It's still possible that the Bucks could win in 5. I still have them in 6, but really anything's possible. Giannis, let's see. Obviously, Giannis only finished with 25, 9, and 6, but he didn't even play 30 minutes. He only played 29 minutes and 5 seconds. So what was his efficiency? He was 11 of 18, which is 61.1% from the field. He took 3 threes, which he shouldn't have, but he did, and he missed all of them. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, which is fine. That you're perfectly okay with Giannis shooting that. Drew Holiday, big game. He played really well. He finished with 22, 2, and 7 with a steal and a block in there. Giannis also had 2 steals. Drew Holiday was 9 of 14, which is 64.3%. He shot 3 of 4 from 3, which is 75%. Obviously, Chris Middleton chipped in with 15. Not a super efficient 15. Oh well, he increased it a little bit there at the end. He shot horribly from 3, but he definitely increased it there at the end. Brook Lopez, 16 points, 6 of 8 overall, 3 of 5 from 3. Brook Lopez played a much better game than he did last game. So the problem with Brook Lopez is that if he's not hitting his shots, especially in game 1 where he was just getting abused on defense, if he's not making the shots, then he's literally pointless to have on the court, because he was getting abused and then he wasn't making the shots. It's like, what are you doing? You're just literally wasting space and wasting minutes, because he didn't do anything. But this game completely turned it around. I still feel like I honestly ended up making this video way longer than it needed to be, but sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It would mean everything. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave, constructive criticism and positive feedback in the comments. I'll recommend video ideas that I can do for the future, especially once these finals are once the finals are done. Right now, I'm currently trying, and even once the finals begin, there's going to only be videos like every other day. So I'm going to have to find some video idea to do, in between every day, because I'm trying to at least upload once a day. I just think the consistency would be good for me and that would be the biggest way for me to really build my channel, for me to really get better, is just be consistent every day and just upload every day. So I'm already starting a top 10 players video. Again, let me know what you'd like to see. Again, thanks for watching. See you, everybody.